Evening. Good evening. Wherever you are in the world, this is a Sunday evening where I'm at. And it's going up close to 7, but it's still not yet 7. It's very cool. The day has been very warm, but it has been a nice day so far. We got two lovely showers, two different times. The second one was very, very fierce, I should say, but it has quenched the place a little. So it's not a bad after all. It's not bad. How are you where you are? God has blessed us, another day, another weekend. We have to be thankful because we are nothing. We are trying with the help of God. Without Him, we are nothing we can't achieve. And I must say, it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon to give God thanks to being alive another time. I was not able to come on earlier today. I was trying to do some work on behalf of the channel. So, some things you have to do it of the channel that is beneficial. You have to visit other person's platform, and or even watch some person's video sharing their life. You have to give support because each man needs support. We can't sit by ourselves, trying to do everything by ourselves and leave out the next person. I don't work today. I don't really work on a Sunday, very rare. So I'm happy to be able to come on this early. But this time sometimes I'll be just leaving work. So I say, why not make it a little earlier? Why not make it a little earlier? Because I'm home. So maybe could, depending on how it goes, I could spend a little longer time. Because I do have other things to do, but I believe, I should give some time now to the channel. Give some time to Auntie DTV. Wherever people are, they are on their platform, most persons. So viewers will be passing here and there, so it's nice. It's a pleasant day. It's nice to be on. I am very, very thankful. Very thankful. Sometimes the time give a little bit of heavy humidity, and affects the sinus and all of that. But I don't really have a sinus problem, But sometimes create a little discomfort. So, Auntie D is here, waiting for whomever will decide to come and share in our company. As we believe in sharing, don't keep things to ourselves. And I would encourage you all to share. So the more we share, is the more we learn. We learn and we learn every day. And each time we share something, we are learning something new. Right? Somebody remember that somebody is learning something new. Yeah. So I'm going to read something. Let's see. The story I wanted to read. I find the story very interesting. So maybe when somebody comes up, they will catch me reading this story. Very, very interesting story. It's about no rats for lunch. Imagine rats. What do you think? Everybody knows rats, right? And you're going to have rat soup, maybe stew rat or something. So this person is saying no rats. Maybe they are not accustomed to eating it, or is it that they have had it so many times and they don't think they should have any more of it? What could it be? Why the title could be saying no more rats for lunch, no rats for lunch. Where would the rats go? What happened to them? Why they would have no rats for lunch? Right? And this story is based on rats. And I know that many of us would not want to eat rats because we know that rats carry a contagious type of disease known as leptospirosis. Mhm. leptospirosis. So we have to be careful of what we partake of when the rats have shared in that meal, because they do their droppings, and that can be very, very detrimental, right? Mm-hmm. Lakeisha Lewis, Laura. Let me set it properly. Okay. Lakeisha Laura. Hi, Lakeisha. Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you for liking the like. How are you doing? I saw your name somewhere today, you know. I was yesterday. I was on a live somewhere. I saw your name. How are you? Welcome to the live. Thank you for liking the live. How are you doing? How are you doing? The first one here. How are you doing? Oh, you had some of the rain too? I did have some of the rain. It was nice. The first shower was just, it had a lot of wind. So I thought it was finally gone. The second one had less winds in it. And it poured within the space of, say, 10 minutes. It poured really, it poured and it was blowing in all different directions as if it was trying to wash the place, you know, and it blows onto the buildings. So I said, whoa, this is a nice rain, man, to wash off the road. And after that, okay, in Missouri, you're in Missouri. Okay, I'm in New York. Okay, happy to have you, although we're at different. I don't know what with the weather. Look at what happened, we are talking about the rain. Look at what happened in Texas. I feel it so much. We are enjoying the weather now. The rain is nice. The place is even cooler. But at another, I don't know. At in Texas, they had about 4 months rain in 1 hour. That's serious rain, you know. So the rain was in the mountains, someplace. Yeah, man. You can imagine running. Look at that big river lie down like a big ocean. And as an adult, you're going to panic and you're trying to run in every direction, and you're going to be cornered. My God, as an adult, I don't want to have those experiences. So many of the children have been washed away, you know, and the campsite, sometimes you go to a place to camp, you know, you check it out. I know they would have checked it out. Yeah, they are all gone. And it's about 20 now missing. Where can you find them? The water is murky, and I tell you, I was lost for words. I was lost for words. I said, Lord Jesus, be with those children. Be with those children. Because they panicking would cause it. You're going to be so frightened because remember that the water will be coming down real hard, you know, and it's expanding, and they don't know where to run to now. And they were already camping nearby the river. And I think that, oh, I don't know. I try to think, and it disturbed me. Mm-mm, disturbed me. I would never, you see, some situations, believe me, we don't know what we're going to experience. But Lord, I don't want to experience something that I see happening. Children out there. I imagine some of the older person, like the counselors, trying to run and trying to grab who they can and run, and the water coming, and whoa. When I say sad, it's sad. Yeah, they are with Jesus now, because who can they find now? And although it's a hurricane season, one would say that did they check it out properly? The venue for the camping, because school, maybe they are not going to be, they didn't plan to be at summer school, so they are going on to camp. 'Cause, you know, some schools have camp, churches have camp, different groups have camp, and everything. Imagine you send your relative or your children there, and when you hear that, yeah, is there? You can't talk. You're lost for words. You're going to say, if you had known, but how could you know? How could a person know that something's going to happen? Nature unfolds. You're a part of nature. And I was also looking in the social media where, thank you to the person that came in and like up the live. I don't know who it is at the moment. And there was this bus taking persons maybe to Kingston or someplace. I understand in the report that they were mainly from St. Catherine. Hi, Tekla, good evening. Okay, good that you reached home. Sorry. So the bus crashed. Two persons died, nine were injured. When I looked at it, when I looked at it, that was yesterday, this morning earlier. This about an hour ago when I checked again, it's telling me that five persons have died. The impact was so great, so great that when you look at the mangled vehicle, the wheels, the thing just so mangled, you wonder how could anybody have come out alive? Maybe that's why the others were critical. You know, it's, and I know the place well, you know, it's a straight road. I don't know when it comes to straight road, you have a lot of accidents. Is it that they can't manage the road or something? You know, I don't know. These days, a person hardly want to leave to go anywhere, but you have to go out. You know, you have to go out. See this other young lady, well, a little 14-year-old, an American citizen, and she went down to spend summer with her father and his family. And while she was in the house, that's what the news said, um, some mentally challenged person get access to go inside, I don't know how, and raped her, pulled her out into the yard, and minced her up. People didn't know. Some are driving too fast, Texas said. People didn't know because maybe he had probably done cover in her mouth and, you know, maybe she doesn't have a big body or something. And people saw the person going up the street with clothes all messed up in blood. So when they checked the direction that he was coming from, they saw the child in the yard, chopped up, minced up, chopped up, you know. So when they did get her to the hospital, there was nowhere she could make it. And that is grieving for the father now. Can you imagine? The mother sends the child to spend time, and that's what happened. So the mother apparently seems to be up here or something. It is very, very sad. Some strange things are happening. People's behavior have changed, and I don't know. The way people think, you really wonder. Yeah, that's what it says. But no, they're investigating, although they have unalive the perpetrator that had done the act to the little girl. But the fact remains they have to do more investigation to see why would someone want to do that. So see, you're in your own house, you have to lock up like you're a bird in a cage, and you don't know. And I imagine that the, I don't know. The place is really hot. Everybody's saying that the place is hot now. So maybe she has the door open to get some air or something. I don't know. But you gain access into the house. So all that to say to persons, when if you're even traveling on the road, you have to know who you have any conversation with because you don't know. Because people just they are I don't know. They're always into different thinking. What is causing them to do that is another thing. Is another thing. But we have to still pray for the others who are defenseless. Because children are defenseless, they can manage. And if somebody tries to overpower them, they they're not going to make it. And sometimes some of these children are not street smart, so they're not able to, you know, to really measure out, to fit in, to help being able to deliver themselves. So we have to practice self-defensive mechanisms, defense methods, because we are going to be held someday, somehow, not knowing where or who or in what condition. You have to defend yourself. Yeah, every day, every day, every day. Sometimes some of the things that sound annoying, you try not to even talk about. That is why sometimes I don't really follow the news too much, because sometimes it's kind of overbearing. Sometimes you listen, you get it. You know, it's overbearing at times, too much. But we are still a part of the environment, so we have to share in other person's feelings. We have to share in other person's feelings, because you don't know when you're going to need sympathy from others. You don't know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to want persons to come to your rescue. That's when you're going to need help. Like the person who cried, "Wolf, wolf," when the wolf did come, there was nobody to give help because they always take it for a joke. But it is really sad. All right, I found the story I want to read. Well, I want it this way. All right, it's like this, so may as well go like this. And this story I've discovered in a little my quarterly I want to share. It's titled "No Rats for Lunch." And we know rats, right? Physical rat that run around the place. In some places, people do eat them. And we still, some places, they are seen as rodents, right? So, no rats for lunch. Um, Peter Sayami Kobo enjoyed digging for rats in a mountainous village in Zambia. The boy and his family ate the rodents with maize meal porridge at mealtime. They also enjoyed eating pigs and bubblefish. Pork was always on the table at Christmas. Bubblefish was popular for its boneless meat. So it came as a surprise to Peter when he learned that the Bible prohibited his favorite meats. He heard about unclean food for the first time when he traveled about 20 miles from his hometown to visit a brother who was working at a farm operated by Seventh-day Adventist missionaries from the United States. He stayed for Sabbath worship services, and the preacher spoke about the clean and unclean animals of Leviticus 11. Peter realized that he and his family were following a meal plan that didn't match the Bible's teaching. After a while, the missionaries began to hold worship services in Peter's elementary school on Sabbath afternoons. Peter attended the meetings even though he had to walk 2 miles to reach the school. His parents, however, discouraged him from going and reminded him that he had been baptized as a baby. Father even ordered him to work on the family farm on Saturdays. Peter didn't know anything about Sabbath observance, and he quickly did his work in the morning, so he go to the afternoon meeting. In high school, Peter made new friends from Adventist families. He studied the Bible with them and gave his heart to Jesus in baptism by immersion. He stopped eating rats, pork, and bubblefish. Over time, his parents grew to appreciate the seventh-day Sabbath. They understood why he didn't eat unclean meat. Every Sabbath that he was at home, they encouraged him not to be late for Sabbath school. Today, there is an Adventist church in Peterstown. Through the Adventist influence, many townspeople have stopped eating unclean food. Peter is grateful that he learned as a boy about the importance of healthy living and glorifying God with his diet. After all, 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31 says, "Therefore, whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do all to the glory of God." Thank Jesus for saving me from unclean food, said Peter, a church elder and head of the social sciences department at Ruzanga Secondary School, a Seventh day Adventist high school in Zambia. Right? So it's saying that no, this Peter had said, when in the text where we started off first, when it says, no more rats for lunch. So in Zambia, Zambia is in Africa. It's a state in Africa. And they eat rats and all those things, right? They go and hunt the rats like how some people will go and hunt crabs in holes. I watched a video of that some time ago, and it was very a little frustrating to see them running down the rats them in the holes and trying when the rats them running out, they run them down. I said, my God, you know. But everybody has different delicacies, right? Some eat dogs, some eat cats, some eat rat, some eat everything. So Peter was from that type of home style that they eat all those things. And I would say I would not want to experience eating rat, honestly, because in my background, I know of rats as rodents. And you have some little rats, and you have some big ones. You have some those that live in the bush. They are very large, and they will sometimes run you down, but they are fierce, But most of the time, they run away from you, right? But can you imagine you're out in the bush? Do you make it a special point of your duty now to go into the mountains, to peep into holes and run down the rat them and catch them and string them up and take them home? And I imagine they'll probably wash them and take out the belly and clean them up and season them like chicken and maybe roast them or boil soup or curry them. I don't know how they would do it, but you know, I really wonder. But those rats that hangs around in your house, they are not so large. They are little small. But those that live in the bush, in the mountains, they are normally bigger, right? So see Peter running down the rats them with other people in the community as a meal. They use it to prepare, not just for fun, for meals. And when he learned that they are not among other meats, but he learned that it is not healthy. And I know, based on what I've read so far, not just now, that the rats do pass on leptospirosis. And what they bite, is bad. But when they pee or they defecate on anything and you eat it after, it can cost your life. So I don't know. They would not wait for the rats to defecate on anything, apparently. They would have cleaned up the rat. So and have the rat probably in a little cage, tie up in foot or something, so he could not escape. And then now they clean him up and cook it. So it tells me that different cultures have different style of eating things or eat different types of meat. That is why I don't really eat around, because you have to know what you're eating. You may go someplace and you say, oh, this thing is nice. You don't know what is in it until they tell you. And sometimes people trick you. After you finish eating, they will tell you. And even the sea too. You have some types of fishes in the sea that are poisonous. Not everybody can eat. I may be able to eat some types of fish, and somebody eat the same fish and they get poison. And they have a poisonous one out there I know very well. It is so pretty. I ate it once because I didn't know. When I was eating and they told me I had to stop because I felt like I wanted to bring it back up. And that's the um, barracuda. Barracuda. It's a strong fish. It's a fierce fish. It will attack. Very, very fierce. And they don't travel in singles. If you see them in singles, the school of them are not very far. And when they are coming, they make a lot of noise, I'm told, based on what I read. So some fish will, and some, I don't know if chicken will price anybody, I don't know. But I do know that some fish, some types of fishes, and they have another one. If the bone sticks you, it can, it can. So normally for me, if the fish doesn't have scale, I wouldn't eat it. And you have another one out there. The eel doesn't have any scale. You have the you have another one, lionfish. Lionfish. It's very dangerous. It's poisonous. So the fishermen, when they get sick, they try to cut off the bones. Then they sell it to you because if the bone sticks, you have to hurry to get that type of tetanus injection. So it all goes to say that we respect what people eat, but each of us of our own have to be careful of the things that we put in our stomach. The Bible says one thing about the type of meat that are unclean. Yes, that is one aspect too. But on the other side, if I look at a pig and I see the way in which a pig wants to eat its food, I don't think I would want to eat it neither. So the Bible says, eat what is clean and what is not unclean. Everybody have different opinion. I won't push anybody to accept what they don't want to accept. But the fact is, I don't think I would eat a rat. I think if I have onion and butter, tomato, I would just warm them up together, mix them up with a little pepper and sweet pepper, and then just use that and eat the food. I would not want the rat. So this boy, Peter, he chose not to eat rats. Right? He chose not to eat rats. Yes, Teta, it's nasty. Peter chose not to eat rats, not because of what it can do, but he believes that it is not healthy. Likewise, the other things that were not healthy for him to eat. So he said, no rats for lunch. No rats. So maybe one day Peter might become a vegetarian. And that is why most people these days do become vegetarians. They do that because they want to avoid eating some of the things. But even when you eat vegetables too, there are things that is used to preserve it, and sometimes it do get into your system. It do get into your system. So one doesn't know what really they have to do. Just by the mercy of God, we consume some things, and we don't get pushed off out of existence for eating them. So all we have to do is be cautious of the things that we put in our bodies, because these are sometimes things that helps to make us very sick, and sometimes the medication that you have to take and the cost to get those things out of your system can be very, very expensive. I thought I had water. It can be very, very expensive. I come and sit down. I thought I had water in the bottle. Yeah, so that's the story I wanted to share. I was about to start it after I was on the live, but then I stopped, and then was with this other person who came on. So this has been a very pleasant weekend. Yes, some of the things that we eat can, yes, cost us our pockets to be going to doctors, and that will make us sick, right? Some people don't survive. Their health system, so you just pull them down, pull them down. But we have to just, be thankful. I got this book. I didn't even get the chance to read it. But I said, and I saw it this evening, I said, I must share this story in the quarterly. I must share the story in the quarterly. Really, really interesting. Careful of the things that we put in our bodies. You have to be careful. Yeah, so Tetla, how was your day today? Let me take a break from the story now. How was your day today? I will have to soon get some water now because it's starting to get dry already. It's not moving. How was your day today, Tetla? Let me please start your phone again. Can't take that call right now. I was trying to get this lady earlier today because when I start the live, I'm not going to break it. And I didn't get her. Maybe she wasn't at home. Oh, you had a nice trip to the country, so that means you carry up a lot of food from the country, man. You're supposed to carry a lot of breadfruit and banana and plantain and ackee and yam. But when people go to the country, they always try to get everything from the country to take home. So you won't have to go and buy. Did you bring up any pear or ackee? Okay, and somebody was telling me the place was hot. And the person told me that they had a rain, they've been having rain from as early as 1, 2 o'clock in the days. I guess now is the real ackee season. Let me know is the real ackee season. Yeah, so that's how it goes. A third person came in and that he was saying, no peer. Oh, maybe it's not peer season now. Maybe it's not peer season. Then when I went last year, I went early. I'm not going back again that time. March. March. Nothing was ready. Nothing was no breadfruit. Nothing. So when I'm going back, I'm going to go. And it doesn't make any sense for me to go in the summer because the summer is is okay. It's just the winter that is cold and snowy. That's what is the problem. You know. So I wouldn't really choose to go in the summertime. Yeah, I would choose to go in the summertime. It would be better to go like December and January. And maybe December, somebody had said December is the worst time. So I don't know. Maybe January is a better time to go, but you would not want to go January when all the things are finished. Well, maybe January could be a better time too. But it have to when the things are ready. And there's sometime in the years during the year the ackee um and the breadfruit, those are two common things. There are plenty, certain time in the year there are plenty. So sometimes you have to have persons. See, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. So, when I know persons before they come up, right? Um, they would roast the breadfruit and put it in their freezer. They will get the ackee and pack them up in their freezer because they know that sometimes there won't be any. So when they know a person's coming down, they will give it to persons to take up. I love ackee and I love breadfruit. I like it roast, but 3/4 of the time I like it boiled. I really like it boiled. But I will eat it roast and I will fry it. It's nice when I fry it. But other than that, I'm a breadfruit person. I love breadfruit. And I love ackee. I don't have to have ackee with anything. It can be just by itself with some onion and pepper and those things. You don't have to have any saltfish. But if I have a choice with ackee, I would put mackerel, salt mackerel with ackee than saltfish. Because I love salt mackerel. Clean it properly, soak it out, and fix it up. And you know that frankfurters can go with ackee too. Can go with ackee. Frankfurters can go with a lot of things. A lot of things. But I'm not too fussy for frankfurters. Then you go country with a small bag and say next day bring a bag. You should carry up one bag of breadfruit and take it downtown and go sell it too. And get back your fare. Alright, take it to your workplace. Take it to your place and sell them. Let them give you a half price. But then it would be easy for you to take it to work on the bus if you had your own vehicle. But then how many persons would want to pay you? They are going to say you're coming from country, give them the breadfruit. Right? So they don't say you have to pay somebody to pick it, you know, spend money to pay to take it back home. But you don't have your own drive apparently. Maybe not. So it wouldn't be easy for you then to do that. But that's how you go. The roast breadfruit and slice them up, put them in the freezer. Some of them put them in holes until when I'm ready to come up. But not really bother myself. I've been trying to get the ackee in the tin, but I'm not able to find any. I don't know. I'm not going to go into New York City to find ackee. Maybe some, and then some of the stores they may have it in the tin and have it too long. And I don't want to get poison. I trust the ackee that I see when it's in the pod. You know, I can see. I don't really buy ackee when they peg them out and put them into a bag. Because you know that sometimes they don't wait on them to get fit on the tree. They use a razor, cut the sides and force them out, which is very, very deadly, you know. Yes, so much of it. So you'd say you had a good week then, you had a good weekend. You see? So you see how Jamaica is so blessed in abundance. You have things on the trees. Now is the season for mango and crab season. And you're going to the rainy season. For July is a rainy month, you know. So everything is going to come up and ready. And breadfruit are going to be in galore. And after everything beer and ripe and drop off, then nobody have any. Then you get a thirst now wanting to eat some, but it's not available. So sometimes you have to save them. Save them, roast them, put them in the fridge. When you roast them, it's best to slice them up, slice them thick, so that when you're going to fry them, you can cut them smaller. Yep, and something you cannot get the fish neither. Somebody tell me that they normally go down to Old Harbor to buy their fish, but they have not been able to get any, and they say it's like strong winds are up, so they don't want no breeze blow them away. So the person said she don't better go down there. So she went and bought some bangamere in the store. I've eaten bangamere, but I don't like them. I don't like it. I don't really like freshwater fish. I prefer fish from the sea, saltwater fish, sea fish or fish from the ocean. So what plans do you have for the week, Tetla? I don't know if Lakeside is still there, if I'm saying the name properly. Lakeside Laura. If you are still there, I don't want to look as if I'm exempting you, but I'm not. Somebody's in the chat, but I'm not seeing Lakeside Laura. Yeah, my day was quiet. Oh no, you're no again. I didn't see that. Three fishermen. Because you know it's not a good time to go too far out in the ocean, you know? Not a good time. I realize because see you see the flooding down in Missouri. Big flooding go on, they get 4 months of rain in 1 hour. Right? And it has children were there and they were camping. They're not far from the river. And they did what they had to do and went to bed. And in the night, the water came. And the riverbank stayed down and watched the river. I know they don't find some of them yet. They don't find some of them buried. you know, and the water pour. Could they say could cover a three-story building? I don't even like to say it much more to think about it. But it's the reality. It's the reality of it all. But you are here today and gone tomorrow. Sometimes you don't get a chance to say goodbye to anybody. You don't know when danger is coming. But if they said, based on what I've been listening to on the news, the area where they went to have the camp was flooded some time ago. Some time ago. And they went there now. They should never have gone there. Because they don't, but maybe this kind of time is looking so nice. They didn't have that in mind. They went to bed in their camps, in their tents, and let that rain. Maybe while they were inside the tent before the water came down, maybe they were hearing the rain, but they tried to sleep amidst the rain. Until maybe they feel the water swinging in the tent and taking away the tent and all of those things. You know, it's cold, it's sad. Children are gone, families are torn apart because of this dreadful thing. The reverse, it happened in Texas. So the hurricane season begins, but it has not yet started really, and things are happening. So when it actually starts now, it's total devastation. Devastation. Well, I did a lot of some paperwork today and some work online. So I achieve. I achieve. Oh, it was my cake. It was pudding. It was pudding. It was pudding. So, you know, and I was planning on doing the turn comedy, you know, did today again, but I didn't get. If I had done that, to take away, I couldn't achieve so much things. But one day, because I really want to have. Yeah, I'm about to approach that too. If you send, when you see when we are in the live here now, and we talk and you text, fine. It's when you text after the live, it's not going anywhere. I'm the only person who's going to see it. Understand? Because after the live ends, unless somebody goes to watch the live, they can write comments. So if you are going to replay one of the live, you'll have to you can write comments there because you're not going to see the comments that we have now. You're not going to see them when you replay the live. Even when you watch a video, you watch the video, there are some videos you will see the comments, and some when you keep going back, you may not see any comments. So no, I went there, but I'm not somebody who really go. I can't keep up with some of the things, you know, honestly. So when I do go to Instagram, it must be something I go and look and run off. You know, me not really. I know a lot of persons on Instagram, quite a number, but me not really, you know, me not really go and me not really follow. Me know say a lot of them are cuss me, you know. All people from my church in Jamaica, but me not really I'm not, to tell you the truth, you know, I was not really a social media person, you know. Mm-mm. I was not a social media person. I only go on it when I used to like watching YouTube. And when I want to know something, I will go to Google. And there were times when I would go on Facebook, but for years I didn't bother with Facebook. You know, so I always go on YouTube and watch things and play the music and go on the different persons' platform channel. And I never had a channel then, but at least I was on their live, and I'm gonna play them dead live, like that I would say, dead live. And so, but me not really go, me not really go and because the other day why I even had to go, because the person who had to assist me with some of my channel problems that I was having, that person is on IG, right? So that was the only convenient way to for the situation to be dealt with. So me not really. So everybody knows me not follow up. So I mean just say, at one point I said I was going to put something on Facebook. Me not bother neither. And sometimes when you have too much of yourself out there, people tend to want to search into your identity and try to go into your privacy and all of that. Everything becomes open. And and because even on TikTok, I have a page too. And when I see sometimes things that people are saying, me not really interested. If puppy go and do something, then sure. If dog jump over the moon, me not really want to know. I just want to have an access wherein if I need to send something to somebody else, so we can just go there. But I realize every minute let me go, follow me, follow me. And they say no, sir. It's going to lead to too much mix up, you know. So as I may say, we just I know a lot of person. Families, I have a lot of families too. But me just it's like sometimes I say, if I didn't have a channel, one would say stay out of social media, you know. Because when I used to see what happened to Auntie Dana, I would say that it doesn't make any sense. And they always say too that it's a devil's playground. But after I come to realize what I'm doing, and that's why I don't want no mix up people on the channel, because me can't bother with the mix up and the quarrel and the dempsey. Can't bother with it. I will come on here and I'm going to do it sometimes. I'm going to read the Bible or read stories, and I think I'm going to go back to doing some more videos. I like doing the live because persons are able to interact at the same time. But there are times when the live, you get that interaction, but you get more from the video. The video is there. The live, as when the live ends, the live ends. You understand me? It ends. But it is easier to do. It's easier to do, but when it ends, it ends. When the video is finished, it is still there. It can still go on. Somebody go into a live and look, just one person or two. I put up some videos this afternoon. I do hope that they will just, because I can't put up video every day. And I may have to put up two more by about Wednesday or so. But so far, I've been pushing, and I do hope that it will reflect. There'll be a reflection. So, Petra, what plans you have for the week ahead? The new week starting today. You're going off to work tomorrow. You're going to work long hours again, or is it that you don't know? Or sometimes you have a plan and you may say, "Oh, you're going to work this amount of hours today," but when you check it out, they have different plans for you. So as you see, you have your clothes locked in your place, right? So that if you have to stay on, you'll be fresh the next morning. You know your job, you know what is expected. Yeah, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, man, all around the place, it's just tragic, 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 tragic. Accident someplace, people washing away and drowning someplace. Well, we didn't have any plane crash. All types of things are happening around us. So we have to try to be cautious in everything we do. We have to be cautious. Sorry. Wow. Not reading any more story. Mary's story make me want to sleep. So I read them also really nice. Yeah, so here we are. Went into another week. We don't know what the week holds, so we have to face the week objectively. Which is it? The bus driver on the back? Is it the one where the person that's crashed in Trelawney? Because I saw something this after today about the minibus crashing in Trelawney and in Salt Marsh, but I didn't get to read enough because I didn't see what it was. If it was a bike, I was wondering what could have caused it. So me don't know. So many, two persons died first, and the rest were gone to hospital. 9 of them were critical, and then now 5 more died from the 9, so 7 died, and the rest critical. So you see what is going on. And when you have that sort of accident, to me, it really boils down to speeding. Boils down to speeding. And I don't know if they were racing or what, but it's normally speeding. Because if you're not speeding, the impact, the crashing, would not be so great. But when I see the vehicle mangled and the door tear off, it turn over, set away, and they wheel them this and that kind of stuff. I say, what is this? Like somebody takes and mash up the vehicle. So it is the way it look, boy, it's hard to tell if anybody will survive. So that's why I'm saying that it has to be speeding. It has to be speeding, because if you're not speeding, you can hold on the brakes, even in an extreme adverse condition. But if you're speeding, you can't, because you're going to turn over the vehicle. Or the vehicle will go and spin around. So I don't know what is happening. And Fitetta said she saw an accident with a man head stuck under the bus. So sad. Speed is most of the problem here. You can't say nothing to them. That is true. You're in the vehicle traveling. I mean, I was a shout out to driver, please take time. And then you hear somebody, driver now go hard, driver just go easy. So they're not backing you. They want the driver go quick. Driver may go and work and I'm late. Maybe not even late, but they just want to go catch somebody. So, I don't know what. Salt Marsh is a straight road. But a lot of accidents have been happening at Salt Marsh ever since. I know quite a few persons that crashed. And some of the places, that are, what do you call them, crash spots. They are so known that when you crash there, you don't normally survive. And it was even just a few chains from me. She crashed on her way home from Rio. And so much persons I know, I can't even start to count them. So they said the two that died first were from St. Catherine, and the bus was really people from St. Catherine. So I don't know if it's, I don't want to believe that it was they are part of the motorcade. I don't want to believe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just hoping that people just learn that speed kills. It doesn't make sense to speed. Then when you try to speed, you're going to go slower. You're going to end up go slower. So it makes sense to take your time and go. So many persons have become undertakers of their own self. They become undertakers, or because they just couldn't wait. They just couldn't wait. They just basically them on speed, and if you can't speed, you're not driving. And most of the time, they cannot control the vehicle. So driving is you must be able to control. You can't control the vehicle, then you can't drive. You just have go on like you can't drive, pretend driving. They're saying I was driving with a taxi driver. He was putting out his hair with his putting out his hair with his two hands. I spoke to him. He said, if I don't like it, I should come out. So I come out. Yeah, come out. Find out drive and they pull out in here. And then go the way again, they pull out in here. You see? I tell you. I tell you. You come out, you don't know what is going to happen. You don't know. I don't know. I feel sorry for the people them. Because wherever they were going, I can't wish evil for them. Can't wish evil. Can't wish evil. All I know is a sad, sad occasion. The Texas flooding is sad, and the Trelawney crash is sad. The 14-year-old murdered a few days ago is sad. I should I say unalive a few days ago is sad. You know, so it is really, really pathetic. Too much things happening, and there is no end to what is happening inside. There's no end. If a girl come and then from lose her life. Children going to camp and the next thing they lose their life. What is life? Yeah, so near to an hour. So when I cook up breadfruit and aki this week, Tetla and a big lunch at work. So you have a big lunch take to work. You have aki and saltfish go make the people them eyes start look and their mouth start dribble. Right? They're going to say, oh, she have big lunch today. She doesn't want none of the canteen lunch. Yeah, man. I'm glad for things that I get done today. Believe me. I feel so good. I felt I wanted to go on live, but I wanted to do a silent live, but actually the plans change up. Yeah, man, still go to canteen and have your things put up in the fridge to serve you a couple of days extra. Freeze up your ackee and fix up your breadfruit and put it in the fridge. I don't like the silent live in the night. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. So live. So that's what, as I was saying, Tesla, you comment now while the live is on. So when you comment after, nobody's gonna see it. That's why I'm encouraging you to have a channel. You know, that when YouTube goes through, there are times they will tell me, I will just let them tell me that there is no channel to this because they have to make sure so you have the required amount of 1,000 subscribers. And each person that I subscribe to and who wants to subscribe to me, they must have a channel. You understand me? So this is why I kept telling you that you have to try and start a channel. Because they will allow the person, because you're not the first person that I have experienced it with, that's what I can tell you. They will they will accept the person into the channel without having a channel. But after a while, the channel, like my channel now, will have to drop you because you don't have a channel. Understand me? So that's why I would have loved you set up a little channel, and if I could guide you along, and you take your time and do it. Sometimes I would set up account over all the other platform, but I know that it's not easy. It's not easy. because YouTube take me by surprise. Take me by surprise. And it make me, it come like it give me more work to do and more stress because what I'm doing now, I didn't know what I would have to. And even I reach the requirement, you have to get, it's like you're always getting subscribers. That's a must. You're always looking subscribers. And to full requirement, you have to have the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. Some people tell me that I don't have to try to get the whole 4,000. But how are you going to become properly monetized? You understand me? I went and read up all of that again today. So, me see it and me say, boy, just if you even were going to post, what if you not decide to do the what you call it now? To have a channel because maybe you think that you can manage to get the 1,000 subscribers and you just want to have an ordinary channel. You know, it is that can be done. I think so. You know, so I will get some water because I had some ice cream after dinner and my eyes are dipping. And it is now 7:43. I mean, tell nobody say me going to bed yet. I'm no rooster. I was up doing some things last night until almost 2 o'clock. And I did not take enough sleep today. So that's why I know it started coming on me. So let me go and get some water and come back. No, that is. Mm-hmm. You can tell the world that. Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. thirsty. Yeah. Yes, my dear. Mm-hmm. Nobody's not there. You see this? You say you can't talk. They curse you out. I will take the bus to work. Yeah. Still going canteen. Alright. Yeah. You have to tell them, you know, because they may are your life you put in them hand. Mm-hmm. Put your life in them hand and then they will kill you off. And some of them have nothing to live for, you know. Some they not treat them out, busy with their family, not their children. Some them a case of court, then no money see prison hang over their head. So all them going to do now is just don't care. You put your life in a we call it don't care person. Anything happen, you have to just stand to it. But if I do, why would they be driving so hard? They don't know the road. Mm-mm. I drive, but at the same time, I drive not to go over 50. When I just started driving, I don't drive up here. The police officer stopped me and say if I'm okay. I'm going to tell him, say, yes, I'm fine. So he said, so why don't you drive up? I said, officer, I'm new. Actually, the person, the car, just more gas and keep going. They can be given a ticket. Yeah, me know. When I used to go to Kingston more, you know, I was working in a party with an agency. Back home in the 90s. Mm-hmm. I had to take bus to Kingston and but things people they never really take a people. I hit the bus from where I live in Lucy straight to Kingston. Downtown. They say downtown was not over to where they are now. It was right in the big parade. And you come out, the cars are all there. You just go and take a car, charter it, and they take you to where you're going. I never have any fear. I know you have to be fearful because it's regular. And these buses, I drove in one of the coast already, going up to Patrick City area at the time. And boy, the bus look as if you're bad people driving it. If you not behave like them, I can't go on the bus. The doctor hang off and step outside and run up on the bus and the bus crazy. Crazy. Then look at them run for the bus too. The doctor and the driver, all of them. So in the 90s, I never have no JUTC. Remember. You had coastal buses. I think it's Ezra Millwood was one of them who had a lot of buses. He died. I thought they robbed him with the franchise and they went to court and then he won. All this was the case have to try over again. After the man go to Supreme Court, Privy Council with it. See what happened to Audney. They rob people. Nobody rob anybody. But Stanley, a young wife and young baby, young whatever, child, nothing retirement age. Time a ball. So you really sad. Okay, everybody having their holiday, the rest of the July, 4th of July holiday. Some going on. When shopping. Nobody be shopping nowhere. People still pack up every day Walmart and every the store they look the same. Ever full of people. Ever full of people. Really sad today though. Well, if they are, they will come when they're ready. If they are to come. And some go to watch the replay. Some I don't know what the reason they're not showing up. Mm-hmm. I was on somebody live and they were talking about the same thing too. Not many persons. But I said to myself, who come? Who don't come, they don't come. Because I have alternative. If you quarrel, a hurry. And if you don't quarrel, a Ginny. You understand? So if you just hope let them come, one come. Oh, maybe, they may come so we don't bother molest them. But then feel free. Don't know what is cause them to be turned off. So let's not. I just do what I know I can do. My past week was good. I'm thankful. I achieved something that I set out to achieve, even though some things were not to my satisfaction. But nevertheless, the God has helped me to make an achievement. And because I trust him, he's not going to leave me alone. He's going to take me through all the storms and the waters. I know he's going to take me through. So the song say, me now worry, me now fret. Sorry. Jesus never failed me yet. Right, so the devil want me to worry and lose my way and blame God and blame people and don't blame him. So just don't pay any attention to what he's doing and keep my eyes focused on what I know I want to do. The moment I start to look sideways, become distracted, that is what he wants. Yeah, that is what he wants. And he tries it a day and he almost succeeds, but then the Lord said, no, not my child. So I'm so thankful that even at this very moment, I asked the Lord to read some things and I see it. And if he knows when to do what he wants to do, I can only tell him what my stresses are. And if he's going to give me more trials to make me stronger, he's going to give it. But at the same time, he says he will never give us more than what we can bear. So to be tried in the fire and tested, you have to have trials. One arrogance took me the other day, and I could have lost two persons. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I was able to get them back. So whatever it is, wherever the other one gone, is someplace somewhere, I don't know. Not trying to find out anything, not trying to root up anything. So I leave everything in the hands of the Lord. Right? And to be honest, I did get through some things that I didn't know I could have achieved today. Yesterday I did get some sleep in the afternoon because I don't do any work on a Sabbath. I did get some work done today, but I didn't get to sleep. So I didn't go to sleep until almost 2 or 1:35, somewhere there about 1:45. And I was there trying to do some work for my channel. So, and then persons who were awake elsewhere, they were sending me things and so, today, me able to do what I have to do quickly. I say, well, I wanted to do a silent live, but I wanted was to go out on the road to do some business again. But I say, after a while, I say, I'm not going to bother go anywhere. About 12 o'clock, I say, I'm not going again. So, just stick to what I say I'm doing. And me achieve. What I don't finish doing today, I can finish it tomorrow. Sorry, in the morning. Finish it in the morning. I have to do a silent live. I have to do a silent live. Long time I've not done a silent live. Maybe I do it earlier than I planned to. Maybe I do it about 10 o'clock. But the silent live, you don't talk in it. You don't talk. People only come and look if they wish to come and look. And then I was telling myself that I don't want to just put it out just like that anymore lives. Like what I'm doing is different. I want persons to be wanting to announce it on their platform because that's what I see people do. Announce it on their platform about so and so that is going to, and then it can happen. But when you just go by yourself to have something, it's just like if I should just go, I don't know who will come. Maybe persons will come, I don't know. And I don't want it very long. So I might just find a way to get through to two persons if it's possible. If it's not too late, I should have said it before. So they could have mentioned it on their live today. I'm gonna see how best tomorrow. If I can get through to some persons after this live, It's not like when I used to do silent live almost every other week when there were persons here. So they would just come back on. But persons do silent live. People go on lives to really get subscribers. That is the main intention. And I normally have some people from the Philippines. But after they stop getting, they're not seeing any new person, they move to it because people are always looking for subscribers. They come, and before they come in and they look, if they come in and they peep and they look and they see who is already at the channel, they may not bother to come in because they would not be getting a subscriber. So they are going to move to another place because I've been on about 3 or 4 channels today and I did get subscribers. But when they look in, but I was on one this afternoon, and I said, geez, I cannot stay. I could only spend about 10 or 15 minutes. What 15 minutes? And then I came off because the time was now going into mine and I didn't want to start at so late. I want it by 8:39 or thereabout. I'm finished. So we can go do something else. So, you know, so you think set, so you have to work with it. You have to work with it. That's how it sets. So another one, when I get off by the end of the second hour, I won't do 1 2 hours. By the end of the second hour, I try to see who I can reach. Or I, I don't know if I don't even know if I'm going to. I don't know yet because it's kind of late, and I really, really wanted to do it today, and today shift to tomorrow. So I'm not going. I don't want. I'm not going to do the longer live stream. Any live stream that I'm going to do it outside of now, here, I want it to be, I want it to be known so persons can pass through, right? See, I should have been on Sister Bless. Oh, on a live this evening. The thing, and she said the thing to me. But you see, bro, if I had gone, I would be on it all now. So you can't just run off. And if you try to go tomorrow, and tomorrow not possible because I leave work at 6:30. So I don't know. I don't know. Me not worry in my head. Something will have to happen. When it will happen, I don't know. But something will have to happen. Too much things to do. I have to get some other paperwork done. I have to do more research, put out some more videos. Although persons are not coming on as before, I still have to put out the videos. When I see some channel and I see about it, I thought it was me alone. I just say, oh, let me keep moving. Let me keep pushing. Let me keep pushing. Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to complain and mope and mope and mope. It doesn't make sense. Or we don't know who is standing wherever and hiding and peeping. And is one maybe afraid to come in, or two maybe not ready to come in, or three still waiting to make up their mind. So we have to just leave it and let it work out itself. How it will work out, we don't know. So I'm not really going to talk and wear my head over it. Try to bring in other things. Yeah. Don't be dismayed. Don't be discouraged. Man. Yeah. Watching the time. 124. 7:07. Well, the next 36 minutes, half an hour. The next half an hour will take me to 36, 23 up near to 8 o'clock. Yeah, man. You'll be surprised. The people who go, I don't know why, but they go back. And what? Some not come and not talk, but when I see them watch the video, I have to say, wait. Some say they're giving me the watch hours. So I go me there. That's how it goes. You have to have a thick skin. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that you don't try and watch, but we don't know the reason why. We don't know the reason. We don't know the reason. So I let sleeping dogs lie. One thing, I will not turn off my live until when I'm ready. Mm-hmm. Until when I'm ready. So much things I have to do. And then some of it I have to do it on the channel, and I cannot be on the channel and do it at the same time. We are marching on to progress. Time comes, sound the alarm. Finish all of these. What I do appreciate just the same, although I don't see the numbers. When I see people come on, because I go watch their video, what I see now is people coming, returning back, watching the videos, because I'm not spending enough time. But I try to spend time, and when I cannot spend the time, I make sure I watch a video and put on a comments, so they can see that I'm not there. But when I'm there with them on the live, I can be on the live and give the support and write comments. But it's not all the while I can be on the live. Like tonight, I would have an early night, because tomorrow, not many persons go on live on the weekend, especially on a Sunday. Some go to church. So it gives me a little chance, and I see people really watch the videos. No. Some go back and watch the live, but the live that is gone, when it's end, it's just, it's not much. Give much weight after. The live has power when it is alive, but when it is dead, no, you don't really have much. No matter how much people go watching, don't really have much effect. But I realize people watching the videos. But right now, because of being on now, I will want to go see how the videos are doing on YouTube. But me have to just take it easy. Hold on. Okay. The internet giving everybody trouble. I was on a line talking to somebody in Africa, on a person's live in Africa, and it was the same thing. And another time when she was trying to doing another live somewhere else, it cut. It just sometimes freeze. That's why I miss sometimes I have to with my finger to push up this. I don't know what the whole place, the place with the rain and the different weather and the weather system. I don't know. I'm just paying for a system that we're not getting a proper service for. Hmm. Yeah. So they everybody attend to them on business. Well, I try putting on the extra time. I did what I could today, so I won't have to do that another time. I do this. Let me see one already. Let me see so only this person. On this one. On the two person. Yeah, massa. So what are your plans for the rest of the evening, Tekla? The lady there? Okay. Oh yeah, chill. Try to put something else. Let's make a new man so. Oops. Hmm. So mm-mm. Well, yeah. Mm. So yeah, yeah, my dear. But I watch the time for it to go up to the time. Well, I will play this one. All right, now I will comment on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, mm. Oops. Only got the right one. Oh. Anyway, Tekla, you can go if you wish to, because well, me have my head down. I don't want to look like me ignoring you. So I try to do something in the meantime. Maybe wait until the hour go up to the second hour. Then I'm going to get off and go do something else. So feel free if you want to go. You understand? I don't want you to feel bounded. It's going up to 8 o'clock for me now. At 8? How many say again? Yes. 8, I say going up to 8. Oh, Jesus. 8:21. Soon to be 8:30. So I'm just watching the time for it to reach the 2 hours. You understand? Because I don't want to end the live before the 2 hours. Last night I think I did what? Hour and a half? I don't remember what I did last night. I don't remember. I don't remember. But I want to go do something else, but I can't do it yet. Do something on my channel. I need to see all the videos are going. I'm gonna do some more research before I go to bed. I'm going to bed about maybe after 10, maybe after 10:30. I can't be up so late tonight like last night because it made me feel too tired. Tomorrow, no, I don't want to feel so drained. I feel so drained tomorrow. I don't want to leave this one there. What if you have, can't go into Google. Let me wait. If I'm going to Google and get some more information. We are marching on to progress. Put the pen. Come. Mm-hmm. Oh, the other pen now. When they got the pen. Let me take up the pen, you know. All right. What pen behind me? Yeah, look, I'm not it. What is this one? Mm-mm. So, mm-hmm. Lord Jesus. Hmm. Oi, Joel. Oh, me a few minutes there. Oh, I have 4 minutes more to go. 4 minutes more to go. Mm. This is one. Look at this one. Look at it from another observer. Observer. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes more. Mm-hmm. 1 minute to go. Alright, so make it up over there. Come on, the minute, the thing. Maybe the next 5. A minute or 2 over. Alright, let me see. Let me give a couple minutes. So I have that now. Alright. Thank you guys for watching, for giving me your time. And keep coming, and until they will have things to for us to discuss more. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. See you in my next live. Bye.